What's up, guys? I'm Hayden.
And I'm Nadine. Welcome to the Dom world.
I'm so excited you guys are here and welcome back to our channel. And personally, I'm so excited that Nadine is here.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here as well. Today we're just going to do a little bit of an introduction video, tell you guys about ourselves and especially how we met.
So I'm going to start. I was born in Texas and my family moved a lot because my dad is in the military, but mainly I lived in Georgia most of the time. And I moved to DC, moved to Alabama, then at the age of 16 I moved to Abu Dhabi. And that's where our story started.
So obviously my story is a little bit different. As you can hear, I am not American. I was actually born in South Africa. Mainly lived on the East Coast, Durban. It's a cool beach town. My family moved to Abu Dhabi when I was 15 years old because my dad got a job there. And I guess that is where our stories kind of start intertwining. So we actually met in our church, and I believe the first time I saw you, you were with your older brother Nick and obviously your family. And you guys were kind of sitting in front of us. You didn't move to Abu Dhabi at that point, you were just visiting for the summer. And I was like, wow. Looks pretty good. So that was my first impression, kind of you. I haven't really met you. I just saw you and I was like, huh, not bad. What about you?
So my first impression is confusing because she's a twin. And they both look alike if this is the first time seeing them.
Yes.
Right now, I see them so different.
Because we're not identical with the turn-on.
They're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So, and their personality is so different. Some same, but yeah, they're different. So, my first impression is confusing, but the person I saw, either, they were pretty. So.
My sister was. I was going through
like puberty.
I was very chubby. I was.
But I don't know who I saw. But later, after church, and several times, visiting the church, I knew which. And we got close, and I was still a little bit confused, like how to tell the difference of them. So.
Wait, what?
Been thinking I'm stuck with who I saw first, who did I like first, So the reason why I didn't really know because we were not close yet. We were just going around talking, and that's it.
So I will say that when I got to know Hayden a little bit, I pretty much hated him. He was not the same person that he is today. I mean, obviously, because he changed so much over the years. But back then, he was just a youngling struggling in his life. But as the years went on, or months, he kind of became somebody that I was really interested in. And a person that I think was transformed for the better, of course.
Yes. And I think for me, I've always had a crush on, I'm pretty sure it was her because we were talking on, messages and, texting. As time goes on, I get to know her and the other one more. I was more into her personality. I kind of knew that she hated me. Not hate, but dislike me a lot. Because every time I talked to her, she was more of a cold shoulder.
Really?
Yes, I saw it. It's just like you weren't, into me. Like you were kind of trying to avoid me. And there's many reasons why I was not a good person. I can see that.
So it was kind of like I was seeing through him, because he was almost trying to be fake, put up this image of who he is, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna play with that.
So and I can see it, because I was saying who I was, but really I wasn't that person.
However, all of that changed. My whole perception of who Hayden was changed when he came back after one summer, and he was a completely different person. Like, I was shook, because this dude was caring, kind. He wanted to be so much more engaged and involved in our church and in the community. And so I guess you can tell them a little bit about, your testimony.
Yeah, so it was actually spring break. But spring break,
it was a long time ago. So.
Yeah, this was 5 years ago. So it was spring break, and there was an event happening at one of the college. It was one of the, football, homecoming, huge event.
In America.
Yeah. So, and as you can know, there's a lot of drinking, there's a lot of, weed, there's a lot of drugs going around. So, really briefly, this is a long story, but really briefly, I, smoked too much, and I drank too much, and something happened. It really hit me hard. Something happened, and at that moment, that really changed my life. And just to let you know, I will get in depth of this story later in this channel, because
it's a hard topic.
Yeah, it's a hard topic.
A weighty topic, and it's something that you have to be vulnerable with and have to open up about a time in your life that was not so great, but actually turned out to be the best thing that ever happened to you. So.
Yeah. So I basically had a supernatural encounter with God. God spoke to me. He gave me a vision. It's a long story, but after that, my eyes opened, my heart opened up, and so when I was there, I was staying there in the dorm. But at that moment, after that, I packed my things and left. Peace out. So when I came back to Abu Dhabi, and
that's when I kind of saw that he changed.
She saw me change.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know if I actually changed, but
I don't think you knew what actually happened.
Yeah, like what actually happened. Yeah. So after that, my heart changed, and I had more desire. I wanted to be more involved with the church and the community and with people, just having the desire to help, to love, and to have a relationship with everyone. Most importantly, have a relationship with God. So we went to Abu Dhabi, and she saw me.
Got a little bit interested.
Yeah, interesting. Interesting. Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, Hayden, teach me sign language. Because we all know that's the way in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell them why you're not signing.
Okay. So the reason why I don't sign in the videos, even though I think I'm fluent in conversation, I'm not really confident with my signing skills when it comes to videos or getting my personality across, because I believe that in different languages you have different personalities. Like my first language is Afrikaans, so I have a personality in Afrikaans and one in English, but now I have to like decide.
Yeah, decide.
Not decide, but figure out. Figure out who's Nadine in ASL. Understand?
Yeah.
I think you can understand. So
That was so beautiful. Like, you should sign. So let us know in the comments if she should sign, because I told her she should. But
the
let us
whole
know.
video.
Oh yeah, she's good. She's so good. You did so good. But just let us know in the comments. And yeah.
Maybe later I will, but for now, Hayden will interpret.
Yeah. So we'll see. So yeah, so she learned sign language. I taught her a little bit while we were in Abu Dhabi, and there was one big trip that we had to go on. It was to India.
It was a mission trip.
It was a mission trip, and it was to serve people and to let them know who God is and who Jesus is. We went to different villages.
So our church in Abu Dhabi is like in partnership with the church in India. Yeah. So we went over there, and like Hayden said, we served a little bit. We did children's ministry over there. There was a men's group where our dads actually were part of the men's group and the Bible studies there. But it was pretty awesome. And I guess that was the first time we really connected or had an opportunity to build our relationship.
Yeah.
One time we were driving in a car, because we would take trips back and forth that's like 3 hours long. And we were sitting together next to each other, and we were just talking about relationships and our perspectives on them and dating and whatever. And then I asked Hayden, so like, why are you dating? Why do you date people? And this guy, guess what his response was? What did you say?
I date to have fun, to get close with them, to
That's
and
it.
Then, and then later.
That was basically it.
Yeah,
That
and
was
then,
it.
And then I ended with like, and then later on, if it builds up, then you end up getting married. But yeah, so she disagreed with that, and then she was telling me why she dates.
Yeah.
And yeah. So,
Because at this point in time, we were 17 and 18. Right.
yeah. So
Yeah.
right. So tell them
So
what.
for me, it was like at that point, I just also became like a new devoted Christian, and I wanted to be serious about everything that I do glorifies God and is what Jesus and God intended for us to do. Yeah. So for me, dating was obviously not just for fun. It's not just for the bands. It was to find your husband or find attributes and characteristics in people that you think you would want your husband to have. Yeah. So I was telling Hayden this, and he was like, what? What was your response?
Yeah, I was like, wow. And I think you or me, I'm pretty sure it was her, because she was really good at questions and being deep about it. But she asked me, so what do you see in a wife? And I do you remember what I answered?
No, I don't think you had an answer.
Yeah, I didn't have an answer. I was like, I don't know. I'm not sure. And then I asked back, I said, what do you see in a husband? And this was good.
I don't remember what I said.
Yeah, I remember it. She said, I asked her, I said, what do you see in a husband? And she said, in a way that she saw it in me at the time. And I was literally shook. Like, I was shook. I was like, what? You see me as your husband? And she's not saying that as she wants to date me. But there was a lot of traits that I had that she wanted in a husband. And I was blushing. I was like, because I had a crush on her for many years, and she hated me for many years. And you know, she wanted, you know, she saw the traits that I had, you know.
The new traits.
The new traits, right?
Yeah. But no, that's kind of where it was. And I at the trip, on the trip, I actually told you then later on that I do like you.
Yeah.
Okay. This is how it went down. We were chilling one night in like this lounge area where there was a lot of free food, and we were just chowing down on food and free stuff. We were like, this is amazing. And then I was like, do you know what, Hayden? I don't know how I said it though, but I'm pretty sure I was cool, calm and collected. But I was like, I think I like you. And he's like, what? No, don't lie to me. I was like, no, like I actually like you. And he was like, no you don't. And I was like, what the heck, bro? Yes I do, I like you. He's like, this is just, no, you can't, you just can't. There's no way. I was like, what do you mean? What are you saying? And then you said,
I said, you're too good for me.
You said, I've literally had a crush on you for like 2 years. And I accepted that we were never ever going to be together. So there's no way that you are telling me right now that you're liking me. I was like, well, I'm telling you right now I'm liking you.
So yeah, so I was, it was just on, you know, and another thing. She saw the traits as a husband, and she's telling me that she likes me, and I'm telling her my whole life, my testimony, and she liked me even more. But yeah, that's where it started, you know, seeing each other. So we went back to Abu Dhabi after our mission trip, and yeah, we just started dating. But there's more to it. There was more to it.
Yeah.
But we'll get into it later.
Yeah.
So that is how we met. And if you want to know more about us, our relationship, and make a video about it, just let us know in the comments, and we'll see if you guys are interested in that.
Thank you for watching, guys. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications because it really supports our channel. Until the next video, guys, we love
Love you guys.